So let's start with, should it be the top or the right? And before that, how do we decide? What's the criteria, top or right? We'll start with that. What's the criteria? How do we know top or right? Interesting. Okay, so let's go through this. First, let's deal with D17 is low. This is not correct. D17 is not low. Let's make D17 low. See, how am I supposed to do this? Since I'm on my wife's computer, I'm using my left hand to hold the mic. So how do I do the shift click? Let's get rid of this. Okay. So when we talk about a low position, we mean a low, settled stone. Now, the top is small because white is low. But if we get back to the board position, this is not considered low. It's not a finished position. If we make this the same shimari, we can see it's perfectly fine. Okay, so that's not the criteria. That doesn't work here. It's not a low stone. But as we saw before, it's the blacks, all the black stones are working together so well, that's what is making this so big. So O, 17, and D, 17 are aiming at 16. That's not entirely true. Let's say black, just for fun, let's say black plays here. White's next move could be, any of these. It's not necessarily B. If white plays B, the three top stones for white aren't working together. That is to say, black is too far apart. Black can easily invade without any problems, so they're not really working well together. Okay, so the criteria is what's bigger, the right or the top. And the top is big, but the right, as we've seen before, is where all the stuff is. Okay, so black's going to extend, and there's four answers. How do we decide? It's an important difference. Why? Why D? Why third line? Why fourth line? We need a reason. Interesting. Okay. So let's go with B. This is what most people, most amateurs, would think about. Keep it on the fourth line because this is a growing area for black. And that's a reasonable way to think about it. The problem is, white's alive. In Mia, easy for white. That's a problem. Black doesn't want it to be easy for white. If here, same thing. Mia. So, black plays here. Now the Mia is gone. That's not Mia. White doesn't have room to settle. Do you see the thinking of why A? Ooh, you. Okay. So, white still is going to play on the right, and white finds a different Mia. Anyone want to, do we see any Mia here? For white. Q7, R6. Q7, a normal Chinese approach. Right. So we recognize A as a normal way we approach this sort of situation. And the MII would be B or C. Yes. Good. Now it's not a stable group like third line. Yes. If you look at the Chinese openings, you see this a lot. Okay, so it's not on the third line and therefore stable, but instead it's the fourth line hard to attack. Okay, prayer for black. You're welcome to do. We do it every Friday, 4 years now. Feel free to donate to keep it going. P4, regular. Good. Everyone likes P4. Okay, let's play it. It's fine.